Now then, I've been off, had a piece of cheese, and I've made myself a cup of tea in my Pink Floyd mug. Floydy. So I'm back, ready to do the next bit. So this is the picking pattern for Exile, Vilify by the National. As I said in the first part, you've got all the chords there in the first part. This is the picking pattern for the intro and for the first bit of the vocals, so where he sings Exile, it takes your mind again. So all that, while that's happening, there's a nice piano line underneath what he's saying. I don't know if you've noticed, this isn't a piano, so I've had to sort of translate that onto the fretboard as best I can. I'm just going to get another cushion so you can see my fingerboard a bit better. Whoop. There we go. Oh, look at that. I'm like 5'4" now. Okay. So, your chords for that section: E minor, G, C, and A sus. We're not worried about any of the other chord patterns now. They're all for later in the song, and they're all strummed the way I play it. So we can ignore them for the purposes of this. This is the hard bit. Hard to explain, as well as slightly harder to play, but it's not anywhere near as hard to play as it might sound. For those of you who are not used to finger picking, or just do very basic Bob Dylan finger picking, like, I don't know what they call this anymore. When I was a kid, I was told this was called claw hammer, but it's not claw hammer, it's something else. But I've never known what it's called. But whatever, I'm fucking blathering. For those of you who are not used to finger picking, not used to how you do it, it's going to sound more complicated than it is. But I promise it's piss easy. And with just a bit of practice, you'll get it. My guitar teacher used to say that you practice it, and then you practice it again, and you practice it again, and when it's perfect, when you know exactly what you're doing, practice it again. Just keep practicing it, and even if you think it's perfect, practice it till you don't even think about it being perfect. Just practice it till it's just there, till you just play it. Because once you've got it down to the point where you're not thinking about it, you can add things. If that's what you want to do. Now I don't, I like to keep it really simple, but that's my way of playing it. We're looking for your way of playing it. So I'll give you my basics. Once you've got the basics, fly, little bird, and do your own thing. You'll play it better than I ever did. And I can't wait to see what people do with it. So very simply, that's your first chord, and that's your first note pattern. So you play your bottom E, your D with a finger on the second fret, making it an E note. So you're just playing an octave there. And then your B string and your G string. You can either play it with one finger, or you can play it with two fingers. It's up to you. I play it with one. It's just the way I do it. Lazy, I think. Your next chord. So you play two notes at the same time. That's your G on your bottom string and an open, sorry, not an open, second fret on the G string. And then you just hammer on and hammer off on the D on the D string, second fret. So far we've got so that'll take a little bit of getting used to that, because you expect to go to there when you go to that fret. You expect to go to a G if you're not used to doing these things, but instead of going there, you're going there. So it's a similar shape, just a different place. Instead of the fifth string, you're playing the third string. Happy? If you're not, rewind the tape, do it again. You'll get there. Next bit, C chord. You're not doing full C, which is this. You just want these two notes here. So 3rd fret, 5th string, 2nd fret, 4th string. Same pattern as you played with the E chord at the beginning. So you play the 5th string, 4th string, and then B, G. It's exactly the same. You hear that? It's exactly the same pattern. So once you've got the first one, you've got the second one. You've just got to remember to go to the C chord instead. All the notes are the same except the root note. Instead of playing an open E, you're playing a C on the 5th string. Happy with that? If you're not, rewind the tape, do it again. You'll get there. And then similar to how you did with the G, on the A you're going. It's got a bit more of a bounce to it on this one. So open A and 2nd fret, 3rd string, pull off. So altogether you end up with got the choice and you can vary it up. I don't always pick every note. I sometimes let the hammer on do the work, and sometimes I pick the note. So sometimes it's, you notice this index finger was doing its business through that entire thing, and sometimes you can just let it flow using your other hand. It's up to you how it feels good. And over time you'll get better at doing either. So I swap between them. I don't want it to be exactly the same every single time I play it, because where's the interest in that? So I jazz it up a little bit. Every so often I'll do the hammer-ons. Sometimes I'll pick every single note. And then to sing over the top, that's where the true pizzazz happens. And like, I've been playing since I was 10 years old. I'm 37 now, so it's 27 years of playing. Still took me a while to get this, because your brain isn't doing what your fingers are doing when you're singing the song. So I'll sing it for you now, and you can see how it's supposed to sound, how it's supposed to flow. It's gonna, if you're not used to finger picking, it's going to take you a while. Again, practice it again. When you think you've got it, just keep fucking practicing it until it's in there. Now it's in there, I can do this without really thinking anymore. But for a long time, I really had to focus on it. So I sort of arranged this at that Misery and Whiskey video. I'd just come home from work. I think I'd had a bad day or something had happened. I can't remember what had happened, but I was really tired. I arranged it really quickly and put it together, and I was focusing the bloody hell out of it when I was playing it. Now I've been playing it for a number of years, so it's just in there. So you'll get it. Exile, it takes your mind again. Exile, it takes your mind again. You got sucker's luck. Have you given up? Does it feel like a trial? Does it trouble your mind the way you trouble mine? Does it feel like a trial? Now you're thinking too fast, you're like marbles on glass. So you just go back into it there. Don't think about it too much, just let it happen. So that's it. That's how you play the song. Hopefully this has helped. If this was a big pile of bollocks, because I've taken about 10 or 11 minutes to do this, if it was a big pile of bollocks, please just put it in the comments that it was a big pile of bollocks and I'll do it again. I know the chord video was okay, but this, I'm not great at explaining these things. So please, I don't mind. I'll spend a little bit more time scripting something a little bit better and teaching you how to play it properly. But if it was fine, then also, you know, tell me it was fine, and then I can stop thinking about it, because my brain does fixate on things occasionally. One final point, I had a couple of comments back when I first did it from people saying you didn't get the phrasing right on that vocal line, or that note wasn't quite right. Honestly, it's not supposed to be exactly how he plays it. What would be the point? He's already played it. I want to play it the way I play it, so I changed the phrasing a little bit. I did originally sing it exactly the way he sang it when I was singing along to the record or whatever, to the song on YouTube. But honestly, what's the point? What's the point? Do it your way. If you like the way it sounds, then that's good enough. Play it the way it sounds good to you. And always remember, especially if you're not playing it on a piano, it was written for piano, so it's never going to sound exactly right. His piano has 88 keys on the piano, and I've got 4 fingers on the fingerboard, sometimes 5 if my cheeky little thumb gets involved. So it's never going to sound exactly right. There's always going to be notes missing, or fullness to the chord that you don't have. I think it leads to an intimacy of performance, or a different type of intimacy of performance, because there's a lot less happening. So you've got to really focus down on it. Anyway, I'm rambling again now, but that's fine. Hopefully this has helped. Let me know if it has, let me know if it hasn't. Like and subscribe. I don't really give a shit about that, so whatever you want to do. But yeah, there'll be another Misery and Whiskey going up later today, because I've got the house to myself, so, you know, crazy days. And other than that, fuck it all, fuck it forever. Guitar.